Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing the booky wooky tag. I tag anyone who wants to do this video. It's been around for a long time, so if you have not gotten to it yet, you're welcome to do this. I would love to hear your responses. A book that I would take with me on a long flight would be any of the Lord of the Rings books. As you all know, I love Lord of the Rings, and they are kind of long books, and you don't want to rush through those books. They're just too beautiful to just kind of skim past. So definitely I would snuggle up on my airplane seat, which is usually not that comfortable, but if you're reading a good book, none of that matters. My guilty pleasure is actually YouTube. I am addicted to YouTube. I can watch it all day, every day, and watch anything from stand-up comedy to makeup tutorials to book reviews to cooking videos, workout videos, and even like funny animal videos. No matter how bad of a day I'm having, I find pleasure in knowing that I'm going to be smiling and laughing before I fall asleep because I'm going to watch YouTube from my iPhone before I go to bed. The first character I would want to be friends with would be Aragorn. I wouldn't mind being more than just friends with him either. He's very charming, very handsome, great fighter, very skilled. If you were to go into a forest, you would feel safe if you were traveling with Aragorn. He just has this way of finding his way out and just tracking his enemies. And did I mention he's really handsome? Second character would be Hermione from Harry Potter. She's beautiful, she's smart, very talented, and she's definitely someone you want on your side rather than as an enemy. And the third friend I would choose would be Garrett from Nicholas Sparks' Message in a Bottle. He is the most romantic character I have ever come across in any book that I've ever read, any movie that I've ever seen. Message in a Bottle was the first book that ever made me cry. I wish men like Garrett really existed in real life, and I'm sure there are. There are some really wonderful gentlemen out there. I think if every woman in this world had a man as loving as Garrett, the world would be a better place. As cheesy as that sounds, he really is a really sweet romantic character that I don't think any woman would really have issues with. With high heels, I'm a size 6, and sneakers and boots, I'm a size 5.5, which is kind of a pain in the neck because it's really hard to find shoes in 5.5. If I could write a book, it would definitely be a fantasy novel because fantasy novels just have this way of taking you away from reality, and you're just in this whole other realm, in another world where your imagination can just completely run free, and you really just, it's like therapy when I read fantasy novels. So I think that would be the kind of book that I would write. As for a title, I don't really have a title because when I write essays or short stories, the title is the last thing I write. Sometimes I start off with a title and then at the end I change it depending on how the story goes. But it would definitely be about like witches and demons and things like that, so it would be a good versus evil kind of thing. It's probably not all that original, the idea has been done before, but I think I could put my own twist into things and make it interesting, make it my own, but that's kind of what it would be like. My favorite ice cream flavor is orange and cream, or is it oranges and cream? Well, you know, it's orange flavored, and then there's the vanilla. Oranges and cream, I think. I like anything fruity, but that's definitely my favorite one. The book that I'm currently reading is Safe Haven by Nicholas Sparks. I'm almost done. I'm like on the last chapter, but I think I'm going to do a book review on this one because it's not like any other Nicholas Sparks book I've ever read, and I used to read all of his books. I've read all of them up until like maybe 3 years ago, but after a while, a lot of the books, the plots sort of sounded the same, where, you know, two people fall in love, it's a beautiful relationship, and somebody dies. So, it's just, I just wanted to give that a rest for a while and try something different. But I'm really impressed with this book, so I'm gonna do a review on it. It's different. It's not like any of his other books, at least in my opinion. I feel like it's really different and I love it. I usually film my videos in my bedroom unless I'm doing a makeup or hair tutorial. I'll do that in the bathroom where I have a big mirror. A close one between the Hush Hush series and the Mortal Instruments series, but I would have to say the Mortal Instruments takes the cake. In my opinion, I think my best physical attribute would be my hair, because I don't do anything to it. I don't style it really. I've never dyed my hair. I don't use a whole lot of product, and I mean, it's just natural. It's wavy, so I have the best of both worlds. You know how people with straight hair want curly hair, and then people with curly hair want their hair to be straight. Mine is wavy, so all I have to do is scrunch it with some scrunching gel. When it's damp, it'll come out like with some curls. That's kind of how I got these waves. I didn't do anything special to it, and if I blow dry it, then it comes out straight, so I would say my hair. I've never read manga, so I would say comics. I like reading Garfield comics. I used to buy all of them. Like, you know how, I don't know if you guys had this, but when I was growing up in school, we had these Scholastic and Troll book orders. Whenever there was a new Garfield comic, I would always order that one. I'd ask my dad to please, please, please let me buy this comic book, and, you know, they were happy, my parents were happy that I was reading, so, my very favorite comic is probably called Garfield in the Mood for Food. I'm a side sleeper. I sleep on my back sometimes, but never on my stomach because I don't feel like I can breathe that way. Like because if I sleep on my stomach, then my face would be buried in my pillow, then I can't breathe. Unless I kind of turn my neck to the side, then I wake up with a really bad neck cramp. So side and back, never stomach. My favorite bookmark is this one. It's a flower and it changes. It's 3D and it kind of makes you dizzy after a while, but it's really pretty. I love it. I got it at I don't remember where I got it. It was at an arts and crafts kind of store. It was like by the front register. Might have been Michael's, I'm not sure. But as much as I love this bookmark, I don't use bookmarks because they always slip out of my books and then I lose my page. Instead, I use these little tabs, these post-it tabs. I just stick it onto the page. It never falls out. So these are my favorite bookmarks, if you can count them as bookmarks. The most recent song I've listened to on my iPod is Stand Up for Love by Destiny's Child. The worst summer job I've ever had was working at Bath & Body Works. It was only for 2 months. I worked during the semi-annual sale, and it is a hectic mess. And I'm sure most of you know, the most annoying thing is how the employees jump on you right away. The second you walk in the door, "Hi, how are you? Welcome to Bath & Body Works. On this table we have everything that's 50% off. This table we have 25% off. And in the back room, it's 90% off. Would you like a bag? Here you go. Let me know if you need anything." Annoying. Yes, I know, as a customer you probably hated that, but as an employee I hated it more. They had us walking around with lotions like, "Hey, this is my favorite lotion here, try it, squirt and go," and you're just like harassing people with lotion and they're just looking at you like, "I don't want to try it." So that was like 2 months of absolute chaos that I would never want to go back to. I'd probably rather be jobless, but it seems like the company has sort of relaxed. Like, the employees still sort of jump on you when you go in the store, but they're not like following you around and like making you try their favorite scent or handing you a little spatula with the minty lip gloss. It's not like that anymore, I don't think. My favorite type of music is classical and crossover pop. So artists like Hayley Westenra, Josh Groban, and I really like Celtic music. I love Celtic Woman, Celtic Thunder. It's just very relaxing and beautiful to listen to. So those are all the questions. I hope you enjoyed, and again, I tag everyone who hasn't done it, who wants to, and feel free to leave it as a video response. I would love to hear your responses, and I'll definitely watch it. I think I've watched every booky wooky tag there is on YouTube. Okay, thank you all for watching. Bye!